To Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, a full hour dedicated to your health and wellness. So get ready to bloom. Millions of Americans live in pain, and chronic pain makes day-to-day life very difficult. It can actually touch every single part of your life. Well, today we have leading experts to help you heal. From medical advice to natural remedies, our hope is to help you feel better. And we start with functional medicine expert Dr. Cathleen Gerenger, who's here to share some of the root causes of pain and how food and mood work together. Dr. Kathleen, it's always great to see you.
It's great to see you, Gail.
So the buzzword is the second brain, as when it refers to our gut, but a lot of doctors are starting to say, really, it should be our primary brain because it controls so much of what's going on with us in our main brain.
Absolutely. When we talk about the gut and the brain, the connection starts with our small intestinal tract. And the small intestinal tract is actually 23 feet long.
It's not so small.
No, it's not. And our large intestinal tract is actually 5 feet long. So food absorption actually occurs in the small intestinal tract. So if we really look at this, it coils up.
Hopefully you guys can see this green.
See that?
It just keeps going on and on. And this is the small intestine?
Yes.
Wow.
And of course, we know our immune system sits in our small intestinal tract too. So that's where, again, food absorption occurs. So when you eat the food, it's just like putting premium fuel in your nice car. You optimize the car's function just like we optimize our basic health and wealth and the healthy journey, and it's connected to our brain.
So it impacts our mood. The inflammation in our body from eating the wrong foods can trigger disease. I mean, there's so much, and then that disease can trigger pain. And that's a lot of what we're talking about. It's a really slippery slope to be on when you're not eating the right foods.
Yes. When we look at pain in a Chinese traditional medicine way, is that it's inflammation. Pain is inflammation. Inflammation can affect our brain function. So we talked about foods such as dandelion roots. That is superfoods that's so healthy for your body that decreases the inflammation.
So how do we work this into our daily lives? Like, what are we doing wrong, and how do we need to change that?
Well, start at the grocery store. We talked about shopping the peripheral aisles in the grocery store. And I'm like, how many times have you passed dandelion roots and not realized it's right there? So how I incorporate that into my everyday diet is that I buy that and I can saute it with a little garlic, a little bit olive oil, and put it into the food. And did you know that now with genetic testing, the human genome, we're able to isolate and see what genetic factors you have that we're able to turn on or off your genetic expression.
So that means that you're tailoring care to the person's individual DNA?
Yes, it's the human genome. I remember eons ago, about 30 plus years ago, I was sitting in my lecture hall at University of Florida, and we were talking about the human genome and the SNP genes. And now it's right here in our fingertips.
Isn't that crazy? So that's a really precise way to help people heal. And is this also something that you can determine what's triggering our moods?
Yes, we have a special gene. It's called COMT, C-O-M-T. It's on chromosome number 22. And if you have those COMT genes, that means your brain does not have the ability to clear out dopamine. What does that mean? That means that dopamine in the brain, if it lingers on for too long, you have the genetic factor of either addiction or a genetic factor of some kind of anxiety or depression.
So once you get this knowledge as a medical professional, a doctor, holistically, however you want to categorize it, how then do you treat somebody?
So if we know that our genetic factors, we can't change our genes. So we always say your genetic loads the gun, your lifestyle pulls the trigger. Since we cannot change our genes, we're able to control our genetic expression. So we're able to turn on or off those genetic expressions. So if we know that we have those calm genes, what can we do? We can actually incorporate foods that are very calming for the body, or supplementation such as L-theanine or even lemon balm, and then involved with activities such as yoga or meditation just to calm that brain down.
Very, very interesting, man. The advancements of medicine are just unbelievable to me. Thank you so much, Dr. Kathleen. I really always so enjoy catching up with you.
Yes, thank you, Gail.
All right, we're going to share this story on our website.